Chapter 12 of The Myths and Fables of Today. Samuel Adams Drake. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Myths and Fables of Today. Samuel Adams Drake. By Samuel Adams Drake. Chapter 12. The Divining Rod. One point must still be greatly dark, the reason why they do it. It is a matter of common knowledge that certain expert finders, as they are called, using a divining rod for detecting underground springs in New England, in Pennsylvania for the locating of oil springs, and in the mineral regions of the Rockies for the discovery of hidden veins of valuable ores. The Cornish miners, also, have long made use of the divining rod, or dowsing rod, as they call it, for a like purpose. A further research, probably, might reveal a similar practice in other countries, but for our purpose it is enough to present two of the most intelligent in the world as giving it their sanction and support. Various implements are employed by the expert operator in his quest for what lies hidden from mortal eyes, but the preferred agent is usually a bough of witch hazel, branching at one end like the tines of a pitchfork. Footnote: An apple bough also is made use of in some cases. End footnote. Taking firm hold of each prong, with the palms of the hands turned upward, the operator slowly walks around the locality where it is desired to find water, and when he reaches the right spot, presto! The free end of the bough is bent downward toward the ground as if by some invisible force, sometimes so strongly that the operator is unable to overcome it by putting forth his whole strength. "Dig here," he says, with positive assurance that water will be found not far below the surface of the ground. On the face of it, this performance comes rather nearer to our idea of a miracle than anything we can now call to mind. Certainly, Moses did no more when he smote the rock of Scripture. Very possibly, former generations of men may have associated the act with the operation of sorcery or magic. An enlightened age, however, accepts neither of these theories. We do not believe in miracles other than those recorded in Scripture, and we have renounced magic and sorcery as too antiquated for intelligent people to consider. Yet things are done every day which would have passed for miracles with our forefathers, without our knowing more than the bare fact that, by means of certain crude agents, obtained from the earth itself, messages are sent from New York to London under the Atlantic Ocean in a few minutes, that the most remote parts of the habitable globe have been brought into practically instantaneous communication, the one with the other, and that public and private conveyances are moving about our thoroughfares without the use of horses or steam. All these things looked to us like miracles at first, yet custom has brought us to regard them with no more wonder than did the lighting of the first gas lamp the pedestrian of 40-odd years ago. Much as we know, there is probably yet much more that we do not know. The methods employed in finding oil springs or leads of ore are very similar to those made use of in discovering water. It is a fact that some of the most productive wells in the oil regions were located in this manner. It is further a fact that from time to time search for buried treasure has been carried on in precisely the same way. Now some astute critics have said that the divining rod was a humbug, because when they have tried it the mystic bough would not bend for them. It is, however, doubtful if any humbug could have stood the test of so many years without exposure, or what so many witnesses stand ready to affirm the truth of be cavalierly thrust aside as a palpable imposture. Although I have never seen the operator at work myself, I have often talked with those who have, whose testimony was both direct and explicit. Moreover, I do not know of persons who continue to ply this trade, for no more than this is claimed for it in some parts of New England today. Whether it should be classed among superstitions may be an open question after all. Chapter 13